Hey, YouTubers. Hey. I know they're going to delete this shit. But that's okay, because that's what I'm on to do. Ow. Oh, nah. Hey, Love 909. Hey, Love Crystal 92. Hey. Hey. Oh. Ha. Come on, y'all. Whining. Hey. Oh. Hey. Hey. Hey, Ava Bella the Ball. Oh, wait, I gotta. Hey. You gotta look back at it. Oh, everybody look back at it. Oh. Uh-oh, here it is. Oh, y'all see it? Hey. All right. Okay, Beanie Man, Mr. Beanie. All right. Whew. Lord, I'm being here sweating like a damn old person. Hey, y'all. Oh, Mama Lewa gets it in. It is true. I have been known to tear the party off. I'm the one that starts the party. I get there. Look, back in the day, I used to be at the parties, and they would be 11 o'clock. You get in for free. We get in before 11. It'd be all the ladies in for free at 10:30. And the floor would be empty because ain't nobody in there. And I'd be in there, get it in, by myself. Oh, and then when they shutting the party down, I still be there. Shutting it down, they be turning the lights on, putting the chairs up. I'm still like, what? They ain't stopped the music though. They would play rock and roll. I be like, I like that song too. Ha! Mama Lewa gets it in. Hey y'all. Happy Tuesday. It is Spiritual Tools Tuesday. Those are cutting the rug. That's what I'll be doing. Those of you who are new, I am Mama Lewa. This is Spiritual Tools Tuesday. We do it every Tuesday at 8 p.m. We're talking about spiritual life in real life. I got my water. You can see I ain't been drinking none. Being healthy sucks, man. Why water can't taste like Kool-Aid? The hell? Anyway, that ain't what we're here for. I got the cards. I want these cards today. I don't know who I want today. Who we feel like? Do we need that? Hey, Chuck! I was getting it in. You missed it. You missed it, Chuck. I was dancing. Chuck sent me a silly walking. Water is delicious. Yes, water is delicious. Hey, Trina DeCurie. Y'all. It's been a day. So I was in here getting it with the reggaeton dance hall radio on Pandora. That's a free plug. And they was getting it. I was like, well, and I was getting ready to switch the music up because they turn it off. They be like, we had to mute your video because you don't have copyright. So I'm gonna try to put I do not own any rights to this music to see if they'll leave me alone, but they ain't. I got on my Mama Lewa Magnificent Manifestation Got Me Blessed and Highly Favored t-shirt on. This is my Mama Lewa t-shirt that we got when we did Manifestation Month 2020. It was lit. I was I was looking at some of the work that we did. We did journaling, we did jars, we did candle work, we did baths. Manifestation month gets it in. We do it all. We be prepared for the next year. So y'all might want to think about saving your money up for manifestation month, because it's toward the end of the year. I'm about to start getting these boxes together. You get a whole box. It's a whole spiritual toolkit that come with manifestation month. This I have to say, this year's kit, I outdid myself on that one. That thing, if some of y'all in there that was in manifestation month, tell them all how wonderful that kit was. And then when you open it up, it smells so good because it's got the incense. Oh, I love that. And this year, because I always do the manifestation boxes for the people in the thing, I don't ever get one. This year I made one for myself and did I put it in the mail? I didn't put it in the mail. I was gonna put it in the mail so I could be like everybody else. Oh, I got my box. But no, my box was just sitting on the floor. Like, there go my box right there. But then I open it up and be like, help me, I'm in here. I had the incense and the candle. We had the little gold candles and the silver candles. And then we had the blue candles with the mix in it. Oh, y'all be missing it. If you don't do manifestation month, I don't know what to tell you. Shoot. We had a good time this year. Anyway, welcome. Today's lesson is about facing your fears. And it's also about heeding your calls, right? But I'm going to tell you where this came from. So, I did my spiritual tools class Saturday. And it was beautiful. My goodness. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful class. It was a very paradigm shifting class, I will say. What you mean by that, using them old graduate school words, Mama Lewa? So, I know that I have taught this class 1 million times. Actually, to be honest, I've taught it about maybe 100 times, maybe. And every time I teach it, I can see people shift their understanding of spiritual work and literally change their lives. So this class is the class that people be like, I already know how to do that. So we talked about breath work. We talked about affirmations and meditation and things like that. And because people already have this negative view of meditation, I have to start the class out with, look, you gotta, thank you, Lisa Love 06, beautiful class, love it. That's what she said, because she was in the class. I have to start by saying you got to put everything you've already learned on the shelf, because this is not where I'm coming from. And so after the class, this lady said, baths, incense. Oh, Trina said we got in the manifestation box, baths, incense, oils. Oh, I forgot about the oils. Candles, journaling. Oh, it was nice. It was nice. Oh, I'm getting excited because it's August. I said I was going to start early this year because last year I thought I was starting early. I started in October and it was not early enough to get them boxes together because they be that much in the box. But anyway, so I'm starting in August. Although I haven't decided. So y'all be careful because we might not do manifestation month this year. What, Mama? Like what? Yeah, I have to do some readings because I have another thing. Hey, Toya, that I think I might do, and I got to see what the spirits are saying. It might be time to do a little change in the manifestation month. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see. It might be manifestation, might be something else. We're going to see. Mama Lewa is always keeping them on their toes. Anyway, Lisa Love says she's going to get her funds ready. Anyway, so after the class, one of the students said, I said, well, you could tell that there was a big, something hit really heavy in the class. And so afterwards they was like, people always tell me I got to let things go, got to get it together. I got to do better, but they don't never tell me how. And I was like, that's real talk. And so that's the beauty of Spiritual Tools Tuesday. That's the beauty of the classes, because there's one thing to be able to go online and see somebody tell you how to light a candle or how to, do a spell or whatever. But it's another thing to understand, number one, what the signs and signals are in your spiritual self, and what are your choices for dealing with different situations. That's a skill. That's a spiritual worker. A spiritual worker is not one who reads a book and does a spell. Anybody can do that. A spiritual worker is one who lives a life where you are interacting with spirit, where you are training yourself to hear the messages. You're knowing when your spirit is saying it's time to do this or you need to work through that, and then knowing what to pull from to work through those things. That's the spiritual worker. It's a difference. And then it ain't no tea, no shade if you're not there. That's okay. That's why you have people like me that you can go to for guidance, but always be trying to, improve and expand your spiritual knowledge. All right. So that being said, facing your fears is one of those things. Hey, India. Facing your fears is one of those things that people be like, you just got to face your fears. And you be like, yeah, okay. Your fear of success, your fear of failure, your fear of relationship, your fear of abandonment. You have to just let that go. And you be like, what? Thank you, Lisa. Lisa said, I love how you break down everything. That is my gift. I got that from my daddy. My daddy used to break everything down with a story. And I got that from him. So I always use examples and stories in my teaching. Thank you, Baba Kabaila. That is my daddy. Anyway, so how do I bring y'all into this? I had a day of facing things that I had been putting off, right? And so facing your fears can be just as small as putting off doing the laundry, right? Because your fear is it's too much laundry. And so I don't know where to start. Like, that's a little fear. Big fears are, I need to change jobs, but I don't know what my next job gonna be. But I know I'm not happy here. A bigger fear is I've been in this unhappy marriage for 25 years. And I know this ain't all that it could be. It's time for me to go. But I don't know. Like, so your fears, it could be all type of stuff that is your fear. And so the way that you face your small fears is the same way that you face your big fears. But nobody ever told us that we need a system for facing our fears. We need a system for getting through that thing that intimidates us, right? So the first thing you need to do, let's just get on right into it. You have to identify that thing that you are afraid of. What the hell? Thank you. I'm sorry. Instagram camera was just like, and blur. Like, what? I didn't even do nothing. You would think that I had moved real fast or something. It was like, no. Okay. Anyway, I guess Instagram don't want y'all to know how to face y'all fears. Oh, and just FYI, I don't even try to be on Facebook no more. I mean, like, Facebook don't get no kind of live nothing. If I can remember, I upload it from YouTube and put it on Facebook sometimes. It's just a FYI in case y'all be on Facebook looking. I'm sorry, I'm not there. Anyway, so you have to identify that you are intimidated. Hey, Tuffy, that you are intimidated, that this thing scares you. You know, we are taught that as an adult, nothing should scare you, right? And in reality, when you find yourself putting something off over and over and over again, putting off a difficult conversation or putting off a change that you need to make in your life, it is fear that's at the root of that procrastination. Look at the things that you procrastinate about. That's fear, right? Look at the things that you be like, yeah, I'm going to do it today. Okay, I ain't do it today. Today I had to make them phone calls. And so that's why I ain't do the thing, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. That's fear, right? I find that when I'm at work and I have a task that I don't exactly know how to approach, that's the thing I put on the back burner over and over and over again. So I first have to say, you're not too busy to do this thing. That ain't what's happening. It ain't that you're too busy. It's that you're scared. And you're scared because you don't have a plan in your head. You haven't identified how to tackle that thing, right? So first you admit it. I'm scared. That's the thing. I'm scared. Or I feel unprepared. You know, you give it a name. I feel unprepared. Um, I feel confused. You need systems, Lisa Love. You need systems because you're confused. We said the same thing. Boop, bop, bam, alakazam. Right? So once you identify the thing, then you can face it. Now, I always say, because people be like, just face the fear. And I'm not an advocate for just running in. I think before you face the fear, you have to come up with a plan. Right? Now, I had a friend that used to sit and look at stuff. You could tell when she was trying to figure something out, she'd just look at it. She'd be quiet with it. And it might take her 1 day, 2 days, a week, whatever. And once she got it, she would be able to tackle that thing. And you'd be like, well, damn, it's done. And she'd be like, yeah, I just had to figure it out. So you have to give yourself grace. I always tell people, be kind to yourself. Give yourself the grace to take the time out. Even if people be like, you taking too long, whatever. Sometimes you have to sit with something so you can get a plan about how you're going to go around that thing. Okay. And, you got to also run through and face your worst case scenario talk. What if? What if? That's a beast right there. What if will have you shaking in your boots? What if I move the thing and something jump out? Like, where you get that from? I don't know, but I'm really scared. So, and it's okay, because if you go through the what if scenarios and you come up with a plan, then you feel better equipped, right? And today, Spirit told me, do whatever it is you need to do to get through the fear. So, for example, if you got to sweep up the big ass bug and you're scared of the big ass bug, sometimes you can cover the bug up and then sweep up the big ass bug. You got to figure, people be like, no, it's one way to do this thing, right? And you be like, well, shoot, if I'm going to do the thing, I got to do the thing the way they say to do it. But that might not be the way that you get through it. When I was in graduate school, hey, one synthesize, two actualize. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love that name. I love that. I was trying to wave at you, but Instagram being a whole donkey, it won't let me. I was waving at you, one synthesize, two actualize. Why you say, oh no, love Crystal 92? And Chuck, where you at? You still over there? Anyway, so I was pause. I tried to stay away from that what if because I said that so much. Yes. So what if you could do one or two things? You could see me, I'm an advocate for things don't go away, right? So sometimes you just got to go on and face it. You got to just pull them out. Like, what if? So like the thing that you're scared of, come on, love Crystal 92. Big bugs is a good scenario because, matter of fact, let me use that. Because the same way you approach dealing with a big bug is the same way you approach dealing with the stuff in your life. So the big bug is sitting there and he coming at you. Or maybe he not. Maybe he not even moving. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a whole moment with it. One synthesized, two actualized, and twin flames. Twin flames is my arch nemesis. I'd be like, no, that's me and twin flames. No. So y'all, yes. So okay, big bug. So the big bug, I'm gonna say a dead big bug. We ain't gonna say it live because big bugs live take a lot of like. Stop it, little bug. See the little bug like. First of all, I'm going to get my cousin because you talking about him. No, don't do that. Anyway, so the thing is that it's the fear of what it'll do. It's the fear of if it get on me. It's the fear of I don't know if I'm going to be able to tackle this thing. So you get a plan. Okay. First, you get a plan and you get tools. It's those things go together. You got to get the tools so that you can be successful. And the tools are based on, and that's why I said the what if. The tools are based on the what if so that you know what do I need to tackle this? What if this happens? Okay. If that happens, what do I need to tackle that? Okay, well, maybe in the scenario of the big bug, you need some raid and you need a fucking net. Like, what can I use as a net? I ain't got no net. Okay, but if I had like a sheet, like you, whatever, I don't care how crazy it look, how crazy it sound. If it gets you through, that's the thing. And that's the thing with life. Like when you are facing your fears, sometimes you have to do stuff that look and sound crazy, that look and sound out the box. But it is the thing you need to do to get prepared to face that thing that you are afraid of. And like I said, it don't matter how you get across the finish line, you got to get across the finish line. What if I walked in on raid and a big net? We talking about facing your fears. So like me, I have tools like my, I'm about to tell y'all really my thing. So me and clutter, I be like keeping the stuff. I have little piles of things. And so when I moved, I was like, well, I want to keep my house nice and clean. And I don't really know how to do that because I'm always busy and I don't ever have a lot of time to keep my house clean. So I get intimidated about all the I'd be like all the shit. Damn it. So my spirit was like, get the tools you need to be successful. Get the tools you need to clean up. So I was like, what that mean? And they was like, well, you want your baseboards to be clean, but you ain't about to get on your knees to clean it. So what do you need? So I got online. I got the little dusty thing and the thing that you do the fan with. And then I got a vacuum sweeper that you could do stuff. And then I got shelves and things and I was like, okay, I need tools. What is my plan? How am I going to tackle this big thing? And then I had to create a schedule. Okay, my schedule is when I get up in the morning, I got to sweep the floor. I had to when I go to bed, I had to put the clothes up. I got to put the dishes up, whatever that, but I had to plan that out. Once I started my plan, it wasn't as intimidating to me. And even if I got back into that space of fear and discomfort, I went back to the plan. Yes, clutter gives you anxiety. I meant to talk about that too. Clutter not only gives anxiety, it holds negative energy. I know we talked about that before, but sometimes when we have a buildup of negative energy, it manifests in our lives as clutter, right? And then the clutter increases the anxiety, increases the fear, increases that depression. And then you're like, this is too big for me to tackle. This is too big for me to get my hands around. Writing it out increases your chances of completing a task. Yes, that's part of making a plan. So if you kind of put it on paper and break it into pieces, I'm an advocate for breaking big things into pieces. So if you're trying to kill a bug, the first thing might be, let me isolate it. Oh, I remember when I figured that out, that I could put some on top of it. I'm like, however you get through it, I could put some on top of it and trap it. Then it ain't as scary. So like figure out what your thing is. How do I make this manageable in my mind so that I can tackle it? Pause. That's just how it feels. Like a big wave of junk about to crash all over your empty spaces. That is exactly how it feels. Clutter is a beast. Sorry. Oh my, I keep telling my hard-headed husband about that clutter. You got to figure out what the systems are. So if your hard-headed husband has anxiety, because see, just like I said, procrastination, stubbornness, like anger. Think of the ways that you react when you're afraid. That is fear. That is discomfort. That is it, and it shows up in situations that you be like, how you gonna be scared? He can't be scared of clutter. He's probably not scared of clutter, but he's probably overwhelmed with, I don't know how to not do this thing, right? So then he has to first admit that I got an issue with clutter. You got to admit it. And sometimes, hold on, just like that wave you made with your hand. So it's true. You made me forget what I was talking about. I'll be over here laughing with Amma. I believe outer order represents inner order. Now, hold on, pause. I want to advocate for us clutter bugs because artistic people and creative people are cluttery. And that's because our minds don't work that way. Right brain people and left brain people act differently around being organized, right? I know some people that's like boop, 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 everything got a place, everything it gotta be in there. I'm not like that. I'm like, that pile over there got my bills, it's got that, it's got this. I know what's in that pile. That pile over there, them my books. I know what's in that pile. If you look in my room right now, it's a pile of books over here and a pile of books over there, because that's just how my mind is. And then I read about it and they were like, creative people, they have more clutter. It's just how we are. So just because that's how you see it, you got to recognize that the other person may have another setup. And so then y'all have to discuss either zones, like this zone is mine and it's going to be in order, but that zone over there is yours and it's going to be cluttery and we're not going to pass it, so that y'all not always clashing. You got to figure out how that works. I'm sorry, I had to get my glasses. Boop, 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 boop. My glasses dirty as hell. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay. It can be a mental issue too, because even if you clean, it'll get back the same way if it's not checked. That's true. If you don't have a plan. I heard that too. Creative people can still function. Organized chaos. It's the truth. It's the truth. I advocate for us clutter bugs. Hey, Toya. I advocate for us clutter bugs because now there's a line, right? We all have a line. If it starts to affect your energy, right? If you're not productive, I always say, does this work for you? And if there's things like, it stops you from being productive. You can't find important things when you need them. It makes you late when you're supposed to be on time. You can't find the things that you need to be, successful. You don't know what, like if it's like that, then it has to be put into check. But if you're functioning and you're productive and you're growing and you're in a good spirit and your spirit is happy, because you can see sometimes when the clutter get too much, you do this. Now you sitting on the couch for hours surrounded by bullshit, but you ain't moving, you ain't doing it. You just on the couch watching TV. Like, that's not productive. But if you're still able to do what you need to do in your organized chaos, then that's your comfort zone and you can work in that. Now, you might be living with somebody who can't work with that, but that's a conversation y'all got to have. Hold on. Organized chaos is stressful as hell, but not as stressful as trying to figure out how to keep the stuff organized. So that's when that's what I was saying earlier about having a plan, right? To face your fears. You got to have a plan. So with me and in my new environment, first I got the tools because I knew one of my issues with staying clutter free is that I had to clean stuff and I'd be like, I'm not finna do that. Like, I'm not finna get on no chair and wash off the fan because I'm short, first of all. I'm not finna be on my knees washing no baseboard. Cause I'm lazy. I'm not finna do that. So I had to be real with who I was, right? So that I was like, well, if I ain't gonna do that, it gotta be something out there that I can use that'll do that. And I'll research it. And there are tools that you can use so that you don't have to bust out your comfort zone to do what needs to be done. So that's why I'm saying part of facing your fear is this planning stage where you're like, what tools do I need to be successful? I used to do this with when I used to work with kids. And I'd be like, so what's your issue with your homework, especially as a math teacher? What's your issue with your homework? And they'd be like, I just don't know how to do my timetables. I was like, okay, let's get you a calculator. That's easy. And we get them a calculator and they'll be like, oh, now I can tackle the bigger issue because I'm not anxious about this issue right here that's breaking me up from doing it. So I taught high school, right? And we used to have algebra class, pre-algebra and stuff like that. I'm trying to teach you how to do, equations and stuff. And you tripping out because 9 times 4, and you never knew what the hell 9 times 4 was. And I need you to get past 9 times 4 so you can get to the bigger thing. Well, you ain't got to sit and because there were some math teachers that were like, you got to memorize your times table because you need to. And I'd be like, no, you don't. There are aids for that. Here's a whole chart that you can use. Keep that in your notebook. Get this calculator. When you get to that math part that be freaking you out, the division and multiplication, don't worry about that. We passed that. You just put it in the calculator. Okay, now I feel comfortable facing this bigger thing because the smaller thing I know how to deal with, right? So I'm not finna mop up no whole house. I ain't gonna do it. But I got the little spray thing and I can just do. Oh, shoot. They shouldn't have never gave you black people. What? Now I'm just spot mopping all over the place. And now every once in a while I might do a big job, but most of the time I'm about to spot mop. When you walk in, you're like, well, she's a good housekeeper. No, the hell I ain't. Number 2, maybe I get too busy. I can't do none of that shit. Guess what I can do? Save my money and get me a housekeeper. Yes, the hell I can. It don't matter how you get across the finish line. If the finish line is take care of your house, then you take care of the house the way you can. You know what I'm saying? Like we beat ourselves up. Now I'm going back to the math shit. Y'all don't know, I have a bachelor's degree in math. Because I'm smart than a bitch. Anyway, so I was the only black person in my class forever. I was the only one that graduated with a bachelor's degree in math. And it got easier for me because I started watching the white folks. I was just going to say that most people get maids. Exactly. And ain't nothing wrong with it. And I'm going to get one too. Thank you. Thank you, Love Crystal 92. But I was like, because I'm a black person, just like a lot of y'all. We are taught that you have to do it. You have to do every piece yourself. You got to learn the thing. You got to memorize. You can't take no shortcuts. And I'm looking at the white kids and they got the nice new calculator that was calculating all the stuff. Hey, Amir Sugarista, that was calculating all the stuff that I was doing by hand. So they the cosine, the flip dot, the dot, and skip. Then I just put the numbers in. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, it's gonna graph it for me. Meanwhile, my dumb ass on the side, like, okay, and then I get my protractor, and then I had to memorize all the cosine numbers, and then okay, so if you do that, it's the sine. Oh, but it's the integral, and you got to do the fuck. Because I didn't realize this very, very important lesson. If y'all don't get nothing out of this, get this. You ain't got to do it the hard way. You just got to do it. So if there are tools along the way that can help you face your fears and get to the higher level, take them shortcuts. It ain't nothing wrong with taking shortcuts. It ain't nothing wrong with getting an aid that's going to help you to get higher than where you are now. That's how these folks be getting ahead. They be having the shortcuts, and we be like, well, first I have to save my money, and then I have to get a loan, and then I have to talk to the people. And they be like, my uncle had set me up with so-and-so, and now I'm up here. Like, what? So we have to make life easier on ourselves. When we are thinking about the things that intimidate us, getting your credit together, buying a new house, getting a new car, like those kind of things, we have to think smarter. And so what you do is you say, I like that thing what somebody earlier said, write it down to help you plan it out. Write down what you are afraid of and then break that thing into pieces. And then look for resources that's going to help you deal with them pieces. Because when you're looking at the piece, it's not as bad. When you look at the big thing, yeah, that's bad. But when you look at one little piece at a time, like with the laundry that's up to here, maybe instead of saying, I got to wash all them damn clothes. Hold on, pause. A lot of products and services are created to make life easier. Use tools and resources. That's what they're here for. Amen. Amen. And it's hard because, especially Black women are told we're supposed to carry it all. It's supposed to be you're supposed to make it from scratch. You're supposed to know how to, no, you're supposed to get it done. So maybe you ain't going to get no from scratch banana pudding. Maybe you about to get this banana pudding out the box, but you're going to get banana pudding. I'm just saying. Anyway, so big pile of clothes. Instead of saying I have to wash the clothes, maybe just break it into how do I wash the clothes? Well, first thing I gotta do, I gotta sort the clothes. So maybe today I'm gonna face sorting the clothes. That's all I'm gonna do. Or I'm just gonna, yeah, we're supposed to use elbow grease. I'm just gonna get all the blue jeans. Let me get all the jeans. I'm not gonna worry about nothing else. I'm just gonna get the jeans. Let me wash them. Let me dry them. Let me put them up. Let me just do that. Or I'm just going to do one load. My ancestors was in my ear like, you don't have to clean the whole house. Clean one room a day. You ain't got to do the whole piece. Just take pieces. Those are strategies for facing your fears. Because when your fear come in, and then, the other part they told me, don't forget to tell them this part. This part that says, once you face your fears, what you realize is the thing that you was afraid of turns out to be 9 times out of 10, not as big as you thought it was going to be. Not as bad as you thought it was going to be, especially if you planned first. If you plan first, you'd be like, okay, I actually can do this, right? And once you do the one step, it propels you to be able to do more and more. So that plan, especially planning that first step, breaking it into pieces, and then being able to face that first step, that's half the battle. Now, me, I'm gonna tell y'all a little trick that I do, especially if you read cards or you have a crystal. What's this? What's this thing? I use I can't remember the name for this. Y'all know what I'm talking about? A pendulum. Hey, Paris, a pendulum. So what I do, because sometimes, when you're overwhelmed, you're overwhelmed. And I'll be like, I don't know where to start. Thank you, Alma. I knew you was going to tell me. Thank you, Electric Sunshine. Y'all knew what that was. So I'd be like, I don't know where to start. So I will make a list of things. Should I start with the color clothes? Should I sort all the clothes first? Should I just do one load? I'll do all my choices for starting. And then I do a one card on each one. And upright is yes, reverse is no. Should I do this? Look, these cards and me, we get through life. Y'all got to understand. So that dangly thing, that's what I'm talking about. So I call on my spirits, either my ancestors or my warriors or whoever is working with me that day, my spirit guides. I'd be like, look, hey, I need help getting through this. I'm trying to face my fears. I don't know where to start with this. And then I do a reading on it. Like, what's the best way for me to start? And then I get my steps by that. The first one, okay. So first, just start with one load. Okay, I'm starting one load. Then should I sort the clothes sort the clothes. Okay, do I need to put them up? No, don't put them up. Put them up tomorrow. Okay, cool. Then I feel like, I know what to do. Pause. A pendulum, LOL, that will put you in a trance and help you slow down. That too. That too. I remember I had this class. when I was in graduate school. Oh, this is a perfect story for fear because it has all the stages of fear. Whew. So I was in this class. I had this class and I couldn't finish it. I think I either got sick or somebody died. It was something tragic. And my instructor said, don't worry about it. I'll give you an incomplete. And you have until the end of the semester to finish, like the end of the next semester to finish. And it was a lot of stuff. It was like, you got to do like like 10 chapters of reading and then do a big report and put the report. It got to be 50 pages. And it got to be color coded. It was all this stuff. And the whole reason I got the incomplete is because I was scared. I didn't know what to do with that class. I had no idea. So when I got the incomplete, and this is a lot of times what happens when we have something that scares us, we get an extension or we get an out or we get something that we could be like, all right, I got a little extra time. Let me go ahead and face this fear. But no, what do? We get extra time. Hey, Asia, we get extra time. And then we be like, okay, I ain't got to deal with that. Right? So that's what I did. So she gave me the extra semester. So I had from September to December to do this thing that scared me. And what did I do? Y'all already know. It was 2 weeks before the deadline. I was like, shit. I'm going to fail this class. I'm going to fail. I didn't know how to proceed. I was scared. I was nervous. So I went to Oshun. I was like, Mama, I know I'm wrong. Because, see, you can't go to Oshun trying to be slick. You got to be straight up with Mama, I am wrong. I had 3 months to do this. I know I had 3 months to do this, but I couldn't. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. So I laid it out. Boop, boop, boop. And I read on it. Look, okay, should I call the teacher? She was like, no. I was like, should I email the teacher? She was like, yes. And what should I say? Should I say this? She was like, yes. Don't say that. Say this. Okay, how I'm going to finish this? She was like, read this, do that, do this. Don't do that. So I'm going down the line, like read, like, okay. I followed what Spirit led me to do. Bam. It was out of here. I did it. I passed the class. It was done. I finished it in time. The teacher was like, don't worry about it. We got you. Because when we face our fears, what we forget to do is to consult the energies and the spirits that walk with us. Right? So we say we cultivate these relationships. We say we're building up our spiritual selves and we spiritual workers and I'm spiritual and I'm connected. But then when it shit hit the fan, you trying to carry all this stuff by yourself. You can't do it. You got to consult your spiritual guides. And you have to figure out ways to do that. So maybe you get a reading, or maybe you get your pendulum, or maybe you meditate on it, or maybe you pray on it. Maybe you journal it out. Maybe you do a vision board, whatever your things are, but you got to start using them intentionally in times in real life. That's what Spiritual Tools Tuesday is all about. You got to use it in real life. If all you're doing is using it because I want a boyfriend, or this time I need $10. Like, no, you have to use it as a tool in your life. Just like you use olive oil when you cooking, you got to use your spiritual guides when you going through life. Pause. This is right on time. I've been putting off taking my licensure exam for the past year because of fear and test anxiety. Come on, oh, I'm crying. I didn't know that was you. Let me tell y'all why I'm crying. That girl right there has been with me since she was in high school. I used to sit and talk to her after class about life. And here we are. She got inspiration from this Spiritual Tools to take her damn license. Ah! Girl, don't be terrified. Take the steps. That's what you do. You say, what am I afraid of? Right? Oh. Whew. You say, what am I afraid of, Paris? And then you tackle those things that you are afraid of. If you feel like you're not prepared for the test, then figure out ways to get prepared. Go see what your support systems are for that test. If you, because they be having online stuff, practice tests, they be having classes and stuff that you can take before the test. There are resources out there for you so that you don't have to be scared. You can get prepared. You give yourself a timeline, and this is for everybody who has something that they need to face. Give yourself a timeline, and then use the first like 2 weeks to just say, what support do I need? And then put it out there, put your prayers up, ask your ancestors, put me in the direction for the help that I need to be where I need to be, and watch how they move hell and high water for you. Reading and following instructions are so important, especially in cooking. Yes, ma'am. Never thought of it with spiritual preparations. Come on now. Life is life is life. Life is life is life. Fear regret more than you fear the failure. I know that's right. Wait, hold on. I was terrified recently to do the same thing, Paris. I had to look up all my study options. I joined Facebook groups, discussion boards, etc. Facebook groups, I swear to God, look, they got a Facebook group for everything. When I had my concussion and I was dealing with the post concussion syndrome, I joined a post concussion syndrome group, and they like addressed everything that like other people don't get. So they would give medication information, all that stuff. I love when my grown youngins show up unexpectedly. I know that's right, Tuffy. Thanks, Mama. I love you. I love you too, Paris. You got this, girl. And call me. Look, Paris, send me an inbox. I got some resources for you. I'm a librarian. I will look up all type of shit for you. Yes, life is life is life. And what I mean by that, hey, she travels abroad. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm just over here. What I mean by life is life is life. We be putting spiritual stuff over here and then life over here. But what we need to know is that the habits and the thought processes that you have in your secular life, you also have them in your spiritual life. The problems that you have in your regular life are a reflection of the problems that you have in your spiritual life. And so when you're dealing with stuff, you got to deal with it across the board. So if you procrastinate at work, you procrastinate at home, and you procrastinate when you're dealing with your spirits. You know what I'm saying? So everything is connected. Yes, Toya, there is a Facebook group for everything. There's also a YouTube video for everything. So, Paris, I bet you could go on YouTube and find a bunch of how do I prepare for this test videos. I bet you can. You can't tell me you can't. You can't. Chuck said, this water is delicious. Yay. Yes, Asia, take the distance from spiritual and life because they are the same. I remember somebody told me, I ain't know somebody, my godmama told me that when you get a reading and you be asking about one thing, that answer applies to everything because the habits that you have are throughout your life. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see pieces of it in every space. So if you're late, you are constantly late to things. Oh, blessings. If you're constantly late to everything, you're going to be late in all aspects of your life. You ain't just late to work. You late to church. You late to the meeting. You late to the party. You late to cook dinner. You late. You just be late. So if you are trying to improve your life, you're not going to just be like, I ain't going to be late to work. You got to be like, I'm not going to be late. Right? So when you're facing your fears and you're getting it together, you got to look across the board as to where is this behavior manifesting in my life, right? And then you gotta speak to your spirits. Ava told me stop talking about all her flaws. Why you got to put me out here? Love Crystal 92 says she loved me. I love you too. Oh, this is a beautiful Spiritual Tools Tuesday. What? Hey, Keka. What's up, mama? Long time no see. So Oh shit. I gotta do the card. Thank you, Keika. You reminded me to do the card of the week. I mean card for spiritual tools too. We did the card of the week, and we had the Five of Pentacles reversed, which meant that the spiritual work that we've been doing has been working, and it has flipped those negative thought patterns, the illnesses, the sickness. We are healing. We are in healing mode. It's gangsta how it's all a mirror. Yes, ma'am. I love how everything is a reading. Yes, indeed. Yes. We be like, the reading was just talking my business about that. I just got an issue with that one situation. And the reading be like, no, we're talking about everything. Which is why people, when they come get a reading from me, they be like, you didn't have to snatch all my edges like that. Because my people don't be telling you about the one thing. My people be like, so here's what's wrong with your life. Here's why you're fucking up. And here's where you can help. Help yourself. Help me to help you. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Boom, 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 bam. Boom. We got the world card, y'all. We got the world card. Ooh. I mean, I really got comfortable with y'all. I was about to call y'all the N-word, but I only use that in specific company. Listen, and every time my daddy come clowning with you, it's true. It's true. Every time I do a reading with her, her daddy come talk. You sure you ain't Omo? I am Omo Oshu. Anyway, let me tell you about this world card. Those of y'all that ain't familiar with the happiness and joy, that is the world card. Look, so to put this together with the Five of Pentacles reversed, it means that we have learned our lesson, right? And that we have done the work and we can move on to the next level. So let me tell you what this 21, the world card is like. Remember when you was in 8th grade? You was the top dog in 8th grade because you was the 8th grader. You was like, y'all little 7th graders and 6th graders, y'all wait till y'all get to be like me. Because, you know, when I was in 5th grade, I had the blah, blah, blah. And I passed this and I passed that and I passed this. Now I'm in 8th grade. I did all the tests. I'm good. Then you go through 8th grade to the 8th grade trip. Then you go to, you know, the little luncheon and stuff because you doing it. You at the top of your game in 8th grade. You go to graduation and they taking pictures and they sent you the limousine and things. That's 21. You got your limousine on and you passed the test and you good, right? Until they tell you, all right, so in September, you're going to start school again. You're the freshman. Nobody cares about you. You got to learn all the new shit. You got new classes. You in a new building. You got new skills to learn. You thought you had some stuff, but you don't. You don't know nothing. So that's the one. But right now, we at 8th grade graduation. Yay, we did it. Woo, and we did it together. Come on now. I love the world card. The world card is saying, you went through all your challenges and all your hardships, and you learned the lessons, and you ain't going backwards. You've done this successfully. Look, yes, in freshman year, you ain't got no friends. You got to make new friends. No, but it's good. You got new experiences, new people. Yes, we will think about all that after the party. Yes, let me stay focused. We can celebrate in the world card. We can celebrate because that means that the challenges were not for naught. They were for our growth. And we got it. Sometimes we go through stuff and we're not getting it. But the world card is saying you got it. You got it. You are an expert in your field. You get all the life lessons. Everything we threw at you, you took it and you made something out of it. You know what I'm saying? So let's celebrate in the world card because we really have. These last couple of weeks, we've been having some rough cards. We've been having some, it ain't going to be easy this week ass cards. take this card personally, Asia. It's the world. We. I'm sorry. We made it, Asia. We made it. Negro with Tambayo said, when this is over, we got to talk. Love Crystal 92, you talking to me? Mama, Asia, recent conversations. You know, God damn it. Really, when I hung up, this is what I was thinking. So the world card, y'all, look, we all need to just pause for a minute and go get you a celebratory drink. Because whatever you was going through, whatever hardships you was going through, you made it. You made it. And those people that's in here, I swear to God, it just means that the Spiritual Tools Tuesday group, look, we've been doing the work. I can't. We've been putting in the prayers. We've been lighting the candles. We've been facing the conversations. We've been looking within. We've been doing the stuff that says, hey, I am ready to move to the next level. I'm ready to get up out of this stagnation. I'm ready to stop repeating the same pattern. I'm ready to experience something new. I'm ready to move up and move on. I'm ready to clean out my circle and have new things and new shit, new toys. I'm ready. And the world card is like, yes, you are ready. Yes, I already know. So many success stories. Look, no, real talk. I'm looking at this. Yes, Alana. Alana said she needed this. Keka said, Mafari Foon Agum, you came in just in time to get the message. And you ain't usually here. So this message must include you too. I receive it. Yes, Ia. Mojuba Ia. Yes. Come on now. I'm just saying. If you're sitting here for a reason. It's the reason this world card is in your face. Because you made it. You made it. You did it. You learned it. You put it to the side. Come on now. And I mean, like you was able to say, you know what, this stuff, because that's what the world card means. It means that I went through all of the major arcana cards. I went through all of the stages. I went through, the lovers. I went through, temperance. I went through the moon card when I ain't know what the hell was happening. I went through the sun card when I was kind of happy because I thought I was getting it. And then I had a little bit more to go. I went through all the hardship and all the challenges and I made it. I learned a lesson. I did not, because it ain't reversed. See, if it was reversed, then it would mean that you went through all that shit. You still ain't got it, but it's upright. So that means what? Celebrate. Good time. Come on. And I hate that song. I need a new celebration song, but we're going to use that for now. That's why I was listening to Dance Hall. What? Come on. Hey! Hey! Everybody celebrate. Yes. Bop, 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 bop. All right, that was a good ending for Spiritual Tuesday. Y'all probably ain't gonna be able to go back and watch this because they about to block all that. Like, oh no, that was clearly Beanie Man playing in the back. We about to shut this down. Celebrate. Me too. I hate it, but it's a hit. It's you know what I'm saying? Chair twerk. Come on, Asia. Chair shove up. Hey. Yes. Everybody. Come on with the shots. Shot. We are excited. I am so excited because, we had a rough 2 weeks. Yes, let's celebrate. Because, next week they're going to be like the devil. Like, what? That's the card you're going to give me. Whew. Just in time to say good night to you all. It's been a wonderful, wonderful day. Listen, I need y'all help. I'm in a bike group called Sisters on Wheels, and we having a raffle. I know this is a shameless plug, but I need to sell these raffle tickets. I don't sell raffle tickets. I hate raffle tickets, but I said I was gonna do this because I really like them. Look, it's a Black women's bike group in New Orleans, and they be doing night rides and stuff, and they be raising money and doing activities and things. So this raffle is a good thing. Now the tickets are $10, but it's worth $10. Because wait, let me tell you what the prize is. First prize is a computer bundle. It's a laptop, it's a screen, and it's a printer. That's the first. Then the second place is a robot vacuum, the Roomba thing. I hope I win. I bought 4 tickets because I want that Roomba, but I probably won't win because I'm in the group. Anyway, oh yes, Alana, you need to join. You gotta have a bike. You ain't got no bike. And then the fourth place is the margarita glass set. Now, buy a raffle ticket, please give me your name and your phone number in my DMs and send me $10 to $ spiritual tools 2 and put in the in the comments raffle tickets and how many you trying to get. And then DM me so I can have your name and your phone number, because that's what I gotta put in here. Your name and your phone number so we know if you won. Yes, Alana, you can get one. So let me know if you like to support Mama Lewa and her bike group, Sisters on Wheels. I should have worn a t-shirt. We got t-shirts and stuff. It's so fun. And it's just really nice to have Black women. I remember when I was praying for a group. So this is Black women, a Black women's group supporting fitness, supporting togetherness. Look, and it be like they have all these different, thank you, y'all. I see y'all putting the spiritual tools too. Yes, that is right. Thank you. So we be having the Friday night, first Friday night bike ride. They do it every first Friday, right? And so they be having all other bike groups come, Black bike groups. I love it. And they be playing music, and we be riding for like hours with the trap music and stuff. Oh, I be in there. We be getting lit. It be food and drinks and stuff. So support it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. 50-50 is when you get half the cash from the tickets. Wait, damn, it needs to be a 50-50 raffle for $10. Ah, yes, I understand, but I'm new to this raffle thing, so that ain't what they said. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Whoever buys a ticket, whoever wish they could buy a ticket, whoever gonna buy a ticket later. Thank you. Cash App, $ spiritual tools 2, the number 2. It should say Mama Lewa when you put it in there. Also, I have some openings this week. I have a 6 and a 7 on Wednesday and Friday. Thank you, Mama. And then I have a 3 and a 5 on Saturday. So if you're looking for a reading, DM me. Thank you. This was great. Thank you, Toya. Thank you, Toya. Tell me when you're coming back. It's cool. I'm gonna get one from you. Thank you. That's I really appreciate that. Thank you, Mama. All right, y'all. 9:03. Okay, I guess I'm done. Peace. All right, who's out of here? Wait, let me take us out. All right, bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Bye, Asia. Bye, Toya. Yes. All right, bye, Amma. Bye, Chuck.